Okay, so let's look at the Professor's plan. So, in the United World, he didn't create solid vision, but he was the one who used it in Duel Monsters, which caused the creation of that aggressive style dueling, which was done by Zarc, and then Zarc used that to create his ultimate monster, which basically destroyed that world. So the Professor is the one that was originally responsible for the destruction of the United World. So the way he tries to solve it is, I know what I'll do. I'll create 4 cards to defeat Zarc and split him back up. Well, split the monster back up. Now, Yugioh Prime, known as Ray, she steals the cards because she is the Professor's daughter and a pro duelist. And she goes, confronts Zarc, uses all 4 cards, and this splits Zarc up into 4 entities. It also splits Yugioh up into the 4 entities, and it splits the United World into the 4 different dimensions: Standard, Exceeds, Synchro, and Fusion. The world has been returned to peace, and the 4 Yugiohs reside in different dimensions, unable to return to each other because they were in separate dimensions. That was a foolproof plan. There's no way he could ever come back. But the Professor, first of all, he recreates solid vision technology, which was the cause of all of the problems in the first place. But he decides, yeah, right then, let's just bring it back. So, okay, he makes solid vision, and he makes a successful... Well, I guess if he's done it like that... Now, if I think about it like this, he makes the solid vision to make a company. The company makes money. That allows him to fund his dimensional travel experiments kind of thing. So, alright then, we'll let that slide. Now, why does he want to travel to the different dimensions? Because he thinks that he might be able to find Ray. Because if he's there, then maybe Ray's there. Now, this is a little bit of a plot hole, but they do address it in this episode. It's like, why can he remember everything when everyone else in the world can't? And he does say he looks into why this could be, but maybe it was because he was in, like, the main blast zone. Should we just give him that for now? So, that plot hole's sorted, that's fine. Now, what happened to... Did these people just all start living? Because they were all different ages, sort of thing, where they got separated into these different universes. The way I look at it is, the standard universe, their planet was the size of 4 of the planets put together, so there's 4 times the population on this Earth. And when it splits into 4, people got put into the different dimensions. And this is just theory, by the way. Yuya Sakaki, when he got sent to there, Zarc's real father got sent to the standard dimension, so that's why he has a parent there. And then in the other dimensions, that might be why all the other Yuya clones don't have fathers, kind of thing. And Yuzu obviously went to the standard universe, and I don't know if it's confirmed that it's her biological dad, the orange-haired guy, but we know that she's never met her mother. And that's why Serena, in the fusion dimension, when he met the Professor, that could be why they're father and daughter. I don't know, that bit confuses me, so that is a plot hole that I'm not too sure what the answers are, but that's my way of explaining it away. So yeah, the Professor goes to look for Ray in the alternate worlds. He discovers Serena, who looks just like Ray, which I thought that was going to be like, she's actually the main prime one, the original, just like Yuya might have been the original of all the other ones. But that's not the case, it's just, they're just different counterparts in different worlds. So he decides that I need to have my daughter back. So the only way I can do this is by reuniting the 4 worlds together. And the only way you can do this is with card energy and the natural energy of the world or something like that. So that is why he's gone on this crusade to unite the 4 dimensions and card everyone. Which is not really a very noble goal. But the reason he's doing it is to unite Ray. But then that in turn, which they never seem to mention in this episode, is that will reunite Yuya's as well into Zarc. And obviously I think that the reason he's trying to defeat Yuya is to kill him and exterminate him, so that when the worlds reunite, it won't reunite him as well. So I feel like now that I've explained it all out loud, it kind of makes more sense. So yeah, I'm following the plot. The Professor still is an asshole, but he's trying to save his daughter, so he's still a knobhead, but at least he's got a little silver lining down here. We also got to see a Leo Akaba like turn on that like doctor guy. It was literally like, oh, I wanted to use these parasites to see how much further I could advance science and control people. Blah, blah, blah. And the Professor's like, oh, you think that way, do you? I used to think like that. There's no room for you in our new world. He's like, what? carded. The Professor also has another goal, which is obviously to unite the 4 worlds, but this new world will be a 5th dimension, not like the original kind of thing, and he's called that one Arc 5. So we've finally had a name drop in the series. The new dimension is going to be called Arc 5. Okay. And of course the Revival Zero plan is the revival of his daughter, Rei. And I know all of you already knew this, but it is actually the confirmation that Yugiohs are the fused form of Zarc. We already knew that, but it's just confirmed in this episode. When the Professor says to Yugioh that your son is part of the demon, we need to kill him and you're going to help me, and obviously everyone's like, no, you're a monster really, so we're going to defeat you instead. And then, I think in the next episode we're going to get a duel with Leo versus Yugioh, Reggie, and Yugioh. Possibly Rayra joining in, but I don't think he'll duel. But that'll be pretty cool if that happens. And I love how in the preview for the next episode, Yugioh's like, okay, so if we stay calm, we won't turn into Zarc. And then like the next line of dialogue is like talking in the rage voice. It's like, we're gonna defeat you. And I'm like, that didn't last very long, did it? So yeah, I thought this episode was really good. It was very, very information heavy. So we learned a lot of things that we really, really needed to know as well. And we sort of got why the Professor's been doing all these things. I understand why he's doing it, even though it's still stupid. I'm sure there must be another way to like fuse the 4 Yuzus together without uniting the 4 worlds together. And I'm interested to see where this series would end up. Like, will it be the best thing is for the 4 dimensions to reunite together, and then obviously everyone will get transported to the new world together and they'll all live together in harmony, not separated. And then that could be brought back to the original series timeline. So like when the new world is created, that will bring them back to like that'll bring them back to the Yugioh, Jade and Yuki, Yusei Fudo timeline sort of dimension thing, possibly. But this is all speculation, obviously. And then the other alternative is no, we are best split in 4 kind of thing, and we can all live in our own universes. I don't think that ending will happen, but that then questions what would happen if the Yuzus and Yugiohs come together, because they wouldn't be the same people really, would they? So I'm not sure if they'll do that or not. We'll have to see. And of course, I still think that the main antagonist of the series could be Yugioh. So this is how I think the duel's going to go. It's just going to go Leo Akaba versus all these lot. He's going to get defeated, and he's going to activate the button to fuse the dimensions or something. Yugioh will break down because the Yuzus will disappear or something. They'll turn into the other girl or something, and then Yugioh will fuse with his other forms, become the ultimate evil. Everyone will duel him, the main characters. Hopefully Sawatari gets involved, obviously like Reggie and things like that. Yugioh will duel him, and then he'll defeat the majority of them. Maybe perhaps Yugioh, or inside the mind of Zarc, they will duel Zarc with the 4 different Yugiohs together. They're like 4 against 1, which I think would be absolutely awesome. How that would happen, I'm not too sure, and it doesn't really make that much sense. Or maybe Rei will duel them. I'm not too sure. But then that duel will happen, and then that will be the final battle of the series. So, I don't know. I'm interested to see. I want to hear your thoughts and theories on what do you think is going to happen at the end of the series anyway, because I don't know what I'm talking about. But, yeah. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. We have got a week's worth of Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos coming out this week, and I will be playing against another YouTuber, so that should be interesting. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. Catch you later. Right then, guys, so recently I subscribed to Loot Crate. Specifically, I subscribed to Loot Anime. They specialise in sending Loot Anime-related stuff, and I thought that I'd do an unboxing for you guys and show you the kind of stuff I got. Unfortunately, I'm in the future, so I've already opened it all, so I know what I get. This is what the box looks like after you've turned it inside out. It's kind of like a treasure chest, which we're going to see a treasure